And I'm back. Another coffee review, Salud, with Robert Gardner. I did go back to SUPERTHING and wanted to try some more of their coffees, some of the ones that are currently listed on their website. So I went ahead and picked up, I think, what is, let's see, go through. Well, is it on here? Worka Sakaro. Oh, dude, I just bought this. Is it not listed? Oh, there it is. Anaerobic Ethiopia. There we go. The color on the bag was different. That's what confused me. So I went ahead and picked this up. I'm going to crack open the bag, give it a good smell, go ahead and brew the coffee, and then continue with the tasting. But I bought 4 different coffees from SUPERTHING. They're at superthingcoffee.com, their website here. You can check them out here in Austin. I was really interested to get more of a flavor profile, and then particularly I think it was Anaerobic Colombian. The 72 hour that I had was a little slightly sour tasting to me. So I wanted to try the other anaerobic Colombian that was not quite 72 hours. It was more like 48. But let's go ahead and crack this open. We're going to see what this smells like. Give you some tasting notes and see how the bag opens here. Ooh, rich, robust. You're gonna laugh when I say coffee. Pomegranates, maybe raspberries. I'm trying to think if it tastes like a fruit roll up in the smell. If it smells like a fruit roll up. Very rich, robust. One thing about the nose on this, the fruit seems to be coasting in kind of equilibrium with the roasted nature of the bean, so it doesn't feel like overwhelmingly one or the other. Super, super nice tasting. Let's go ahead and brew some and see how we like it. Smell of the beans is great. I'm picking up a little bit of almost like what I think of as like raisinets. I've said that on other reviews before. Let me look. I really like, I've learned to like at least, these 10-ounce bags that are resealable are kind of nice. I've also learned a little bit to appreciate the sort of like funky artistry that's on the bags themselves. I think it's kind of interesting. I'm going to put on my reading glasses so I can actually see that up close. And we'll give a tasting in just a minute. Ethiopia, Getio zone. Elevation is 1,996 meters. Worka Sakaro is a producer. The variety is an heirloom. Interesting. Process anaerobic. I'll deal with the tasting later. Worka Sakaro, Anaerobic Ethiopia, super things for super people. Almost done there. Let me see if I can even just smell the coffee as it's brewing. Yeah, that little bit of like raspberry or pomegranate. It's actually dampened a little bit from just opening the bag. The brew itself, it's not quite as strong, I don't think. We'll give that just a second. I'm going to pour some, just enough to be able to get a good taste. Let's see what's on their website, if much. Again, that's superthingcoffee.com. I have no searing ARP 2600 lead. I have no idea what that even means. Anaerobic fermentation. Let's see. adds a deep fruit and funk punch to coffees produced this way. You see fewer anaerobic Ethiopian coffees, which makes this exciting because the already floral, fruity character from the terroir makes this totally unique. Owned and operated by Tracon Coffee, an independent exporter who managed 6 stations total in Gadeo. 852 individual smallholders. Really, really interesting. The fresh cherries are first vacuum sealed in stainless steel canisters for 4 to 5 days, creating an environment deprived of oxygen, increasingly pressurized by the carbon dioxide emitted in the fermentation of the fresh fruit. Once the vacuum fermentation is complete, the cherry, now pale yellow from loss of pigment, is transferred directly to raised beds to sun-dry for 15 to 18 days until the moisture is reduced to the level of a complete natural. Dude, so much information. That's super, super interesting. Let's see if I can get a little bit of this poured. We'll go ahead and try it out. Still got a little bit of drip there, but I think I can manage. There we go. The natural process coffees have been more flavorful to me than the ones that I've been spending more time dealing with. The natural process just seems to add to the coffee's flavor profile, more robust, more rich in my experience. So I still get the same flavors like it did from the bean, like on my nose, but they're not quite as strong. Kind of raspberry, pomegranate. It's actually the fruitier notes are a little bit more to the front than they were when I first just smelled the coffee itself. I'm not getting as much of that deep roasted thing in the background. Wow. Super to the taste. Super dark and rich, but then like prunes breaking through this fruity notes, like coasting in equilibrium. Man, okay. I do not drink a lot of coffee black, but if I was going to drink coffee black, I cannot imagine drinking this every day. Holy moly. Dude, it's so like robust. If you have not tried any natural process coffees or anaerobic or whatever, I'm just learning about it as I go. These are absolutely amazing. Very smooth, very fruity, a little bit of bitterness right at the end. But man, that is just, oh, it's like a fruit roll up. Prunes, raspberries, pomegranate again. They list on the website here, let's check it out. They list, okay, nectarine, okay, raspberry, called that. Hibiscus, I could probably see that. The dark chocolate, I don't pick up quite as much to my palate there. And then let me see, I'm gonna pour the rest in a second, but I want to check on the bag itself. I'll put on the reading glasses. What does it say on the bag about the tasting notes, if it's any different? Oh no, exact same thing. Nectarine, raspberry, hibiscus, dark chocolate, searing ARP 2600 lead. I don't even know what that means. Really interesting. Oh, let's go ahead and see if we can pour my full cup. Oh, and then we'll go ahead and continue the tasting. I start to get to a point where I feel like I'm diminishing the coffee by putting cream in it. That'll show you how flavorful the stuff is. And I think you should always just drink the coffee in a way that that works for you. that is how you want to drink it. By all means, you know, do what you think is best for you and your life. But we'll go ahead and pour a little cream here and see how we do. Man, of the coffees I've had, this is really, really good. It might be maybe within my top 5. I just think it's so balanced. There's a fruitiness and a touch of sour, but that raspberry, fruity kind of thing, almost like fruit roll-ups, prunes, just coasting in equilibrium with the like roasted, the coffee, the beans. Those earthy notes is just absolutely fantastic. The cream does take the edge off just a little bit of any of the bitterness. But that is just so rich. Just absolutely amazing. Really can't say enough good things about it. You guys can check them out at superthingcoffee.com. It was the Worka Sakaro that we reviewed today, the Anaerobic Ethiopia. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I'm just waking up. Yeah, it's good. I had a good night. My bankroll and poker went to like $700 last night, so I've just crushed my game this month. Me buying coffee was actually a little bit of a celebration. You guys have a good one. If there's anything you want me to review, let me know. If you're looking also for any of this equipment, my Chemex or my coffee cup or whatever, I list this stuff in the links here on Amazon, usually right below the video, so you can pick those up. You guys have a good one, and if there's something you want me to review, just write in the comments below or send it to me. That's right. I'll see you guys again soon on Salud with Robert Gardner.